The response log system was designed to enhance the organization of incoming phone calls or mail correspondence to your office. The system allows you to keep detailed notes of incoming requests and complaints and keep track of the actions that transpire. Pictures can be attached to the response log record. If the pictures are geocoded, the physical address of the location can be retrieved and will be stored in the record. There are many types of reports available for analyzing the complaints. A work order can be assigned to each entry. The work order can be accessed by Daily Crew Worksheet, Accounting, and Accounts Receivable to tie together the complete scope of the project. This system is useful for showing accountability to your constituents. A quick start menu will be displayed when you start the program. Most of the menu options required for running the program will be displayed on the quick start menu. The menu options are also available from the top bar menu. Let's start by taking a look at the System Variables form. This form can be accessed from the quick start menu and also from the System option on the top bar menu. The System Variables form stores the name of the data folder containing the data files used by the system and other options for the program. The data location can be changed by clicking on the Select Directory button. The Select Directory button will allow you to navigate on your system to the folder containing the data files. Select your preference for the other choices available on the form and press Confirm to save your responses. The Data Entry drop-down menu allows access to all data files used by the response log system. The main data entry form is the response log file. This is the file that will contain all the records regarding requests from your constituents. All other files on the data entry drop-down menu are used by the response log data entry form. Once these files are initially set up, they will not need to be changed on a regular basis. Let's take a look at the files that will be used by the response log entry form. Make an entry in the user file for each person that will be using the system. This includes those that will be taking calls and also those that will be receiving work orders. On this data entry screen, enter the first and last name. The user ID will default to last name, comma, first name. The user ID will be the field that is stored in the taken by and assigned to fields of the response log record. You can change the default user ID by simply typing over it. The department file is used by many of the public government software modules. Assign a 3-character department abbreviation to identify each department. This file will enable you to keep data entry consistent when you have a need to get a departmental breakdown of your records. The department name field is stored in the response log file. However, most of the modules simply store the department abbreviation. The priority list file will allow you to identify your most crucial tasks. Enter the degree of urgency in the assignment field and the number of days that may pass before the task will be considered overdue. The work code table file is used by multiple public government software modules. This file contains a record for each type of work your office would like to track. You will assign a code for each type of work. The code can be numeric, character, or a 2-part numeric and character code. Using one of the 2 parts of the code makes data entry simpler. The road section involved option is used by Daily Crew Worksheet for splitting cost information among road sections. The payroll information is used by Daily Crew Worksheet Payroll Interface. A pay type may be assigned to a work code, causing the Daily Crew Worksheet entries to default to that pay type whenever the work code is used. Since the work codes can be used by multiple modules, you can specify which modules use the work code in the options at the bottom of the screen. Select No if you do not want the work code to appear in the pop-up selections of the listed modules. These are some sample records in the work code table file. The Township Master file should contain one record for each township in your area. This file is displayed when you press F10 from the Township ID field in the numerous files that contain the Township ID. This is the constituent names file. Records are added to this file when entries are made in the response log file. This file enables you to manage the list of your constituents. Records added during the response log entry will contain the selection code C. When a new entry is made in the response log file, you may select constituents from this file. This will speed the data entry for constituents that have a lot of suggestions. Using the mail route file can make data entry faster in the response log system. The mail route field is used in the address management system. If you aren't using this system, simply create a record in this file for each zip code in your area. When making entries in the response log file, you can press F10 from the city field, and the city, state, zip, and township will be filled in for you. The Road Master file is used by the sign, culvert bridge, guardrail, daily crew worksheet, pavement management, address management, and the response log systems. The Road Master file should contain a record for each road section in your area. Enter the route, road name, and the location information for each road section. The road section field should be a unique identifier in each record. The last two files on the data entry drop-down menu are the road class table file and the road surface type table file. These files are used for building a list of road classes and road surface types. When making entries in the Road Master file, the road class and the road surface type can be selected from the records in these files. Now let's take a look at the response log file. The response log file is the first option on the data entry drop-down menu and where most of your data entry will take place in the system. The response log file data entry form consists of 4 pages: the phone call complaint page, the response page, the pictures page, and the GPS page. Click the Add button at the bottom of the form to make a new entry. All fields with a yellow background have a pop-up capability. Press F10 or double mouse click to select a value from another file. Constituent records can be located by last name, home phone, work, cell phone, or company. Place your cursor in the field you would like to search and press F10 or double mouse click. I have pressed F10 while my cursor is in the work cell phone field in this case, so the constituents are listed by work cell phone. A brief description of the problem is entered in the problem field. A more extended message can be recorded in the extended message field. A work code can be assigned to the problem, and location information can be entered or retrieved from the Road Master file. If a geocoded photo has been submitted, the address can be retrieved from the photo. If the problem involves a bridge, culvert, guardrail, or sign, the appropriate asset can be selected from the sign, culvert, bridge, or guardrail master files. These road asset files are populated in the Public Government Software Road modules. The last information recorded on the phone call complaint page of the response log file form is the priority, department, employee who will be responsible for responding to the problem, date due, and date completed. If you have set up priorities with days until overdue values, the date due will be calculated. The completed date should be left blank until the problem has been addressed. The little mail button on the bottom left of the form can be used for emailing the contents of the record displayed on the screen. Click the mail button and enter the email address of the person to receive a copy of the record. A right mouse click from the phone call complaint page of the response log entry form will display a pop-up menu that will allow you to print a work order, print reports, or create a duplicate record. The Print This Work Order option will send the work order report for the current record to the printer. Print Reports will display the response log report selection screen with the current constituent name and address selected. You may choose to print the work order with constituent history or any of the other reports available. Create Duplicate Record will create another record in the response log file with the same information as the current record. This is an example of the current work order report. Click on the Response tab to enter any actions taken by your office. You may also enter the completion date on this page. If you received any positive feedback from the constituent, choose Yes on the Positive Feedback drop-down selection. The picture displayed on the Pictures page can be selected from your hard drive by clicking on the Select Picture File button. Navigate to the correct file and double-click on the file or click the OK button. The picture will be displayed on the Pictures page. The location and name of the file will be stored in the current record. The GPS page of the response log file form also allows you to attach pictures to the record. If a picture is selected on this page of the form, the latitude and longitude attached to the picture is retrieved from the picture file and stored in the response log record. If you are entering the record at the location of the problem and have a GPS receiver communicating with your computer, you can click the Retrieve GPS Location button on the page and the latitude and longitude will be retrieved and stored in the response log record. If you have an internet connection, the physical address of the location will be retrieved using Google Maps. Report selections will be displayed if you select File, Print Reports, or select Reports from the top menu. Let's take a look at the Response Log Reports option. When you select a particular report from the menu, a selection screen will be displayed. This is the Response Log File Report selection screen. Here you may enter a range of values for various fields to be included on the report. You may also select a report type and the order for the report. You can send the report to the printer or the screen. You also have the ability to create a PDF file or an XLS file. A default file location and name will be assigned to the PDF file. In the response log system, the default location for the PDF files is Program Files, Softworks, Log, PDF files. On this selection screen, I have chosen to print response log records with a date due from 6/26/07 to 6/30/07. I've selected the one line with memos report type, the report order assigned to, and a secondary order of work code. I've left all the other from and to values the default values, which will include everything. I can now send the report to the desired location, the screen, the printer, or a file. You can obtain a report based on any of the files used by the response log system by selecting the appropriate report on the report menu. The constituent names reports are based on the constituent name file. Labels and reports can be printed by selecting that option. The constituent names labels option is based on the response log file. Labels can be printed by selecting from fields on your response log entries. The maintenance menu provides menu options for maintenance functions that are not run on a daily basis. On occasion, you may want to perform one of the functions on this menu. Select Form 9, Import Response Log Records, to import response log records from another location. This option is also available on the maintenance menu. This procedure will add response log records that have been entered in a different data file to the central database. You may have someone making entries on a laptop that is not connected to the server containing your current data. You could connect the laptop to your network and use this feature to update the main response log file with the new entries that have been made on the laptop. Simply select the folder containing the data on the laptop using the Select Folder button. To select specific records to be added, use the from and to values available on the selection screen to choose the records you want to add. Other options currently available on the maintenance menu are Archive and Retrieve Response Log Records, Change Work Order Number, Create Records and Response Log from Pictures, Reverse Geocode Response Log Records, and Remove Duplicate Records from the Work Code file. Let's touch briefly on the option to create records in the response log file from pictures. This option is useful if you have taken pictures pertaining to problems and have not yet made entries in the response log file for these problems. You can copy your pictures into a folder on your hard drive and then select that folder using this menu option. The procedure will create a response log record for each picture. If the pictures are geocoded, the physical address of each picture will be retrieved from Google Maps and stored in the response log record. The location of your picture on your computer will also be stored in the response log record, and you will be able to view the pictures as you navigate through the newly created records. The System menu contains the standard options found in all SOFTWorks applications. SOFTWorks has been working with county engineers, highway departments, and other government offices since 1984. This program is a product of the ideas and suggestions of many of our valued customers.